Now, a much more open race altogether is the RSA Chase. I suppose we have to give Champ a good mention here, have we, Barry? Champ. Have we to mention Champ here?
You mentioned Champ. I think he's a name, isn't it?
Champ.ie. Okay, well, Champ is at the top of the market. Manila Indo, Allaho, Copperhead, and I'm wondering will Faheen go for this one. We've also got Easy Game, Champagne Classic. Won't be going there. Ronan, start off with you with these novice chasers. I'm sure you've watched all those in action. Have you come up with a likely suggestion for this race?
Yeah, I saw at a different preview night there the other night, people are referring to Champ as a bit of a dope of a horse, which I think is a bit harsh, but his fall the last day was a bit silly, kind of looking up at the crowd. I can't really make my mind up about him, whether he's a future Gold Cup horse or he's just not that good. I think Manila Indo is a lot more solid. You look at his run at Cheltenham last year, it's sensational really what he did. He pulled really hard all the way around, led from third last, and Allaho came up to him and he just pulled away again and then confirmed that form at Punchestown. I think it's all been about the RSA Chase for Manila Indo. Allaho runs here, I think, and Copperhead is obviously a very progressive horse, and David's going to tell us hopefully if Faheen will run here or not, or what's the plan.
I think if Faheen had any chance in Cheltenham to be in this race, I obviously won the 3 miler on him, and that's the feel I got off him. He didn't feel any quicker than a 3 miler the day I won on him. He's after winning his last 2 Grade 1s over 2.5, but Sam Crow obviously wasn't on form. I think he had a dirty scope after an Easy Game, wasn't really fancied, so I think he's going to get better if they go up and trip, but I think the race is really between the top 3 in the betting, with Manila Indo and Allaho to clash again. Allaho is a gorgeous big horse, doesn't set me a light jumping yet, and I think Manila Indo is a safer option for that reason. I don't think he can pick really any holes in Manila Indo.
Having won there last year, looks an ideal chaser, all right. Open looking contest, all right. Ronan, you made the remark there that they were calling Champ a dope. An awful lot of times.
I wasn't calling him a dope.
No, I've heard it said at the preview. But 9 times out of 10, when a horse falls, it's the jockey who's called the dope, not the horse. But Ian, the RSA Chase, your selection for this one?
Yeah, we'll have no runner in it. I'd go with Manila Indo probably as well. Like David said, he's probably the safer jumper. I couldn't have Champ, I'd say. On about the ground being soft, I'd say he'll want it soft, because I'd imagine he'll be lying on it now after a while. I couldn't. Any days he's won, he's all but made mistakes, so I'd say he'll appreciate the soft ground.
Right, Thomas, follow that.
Yeah, that's tough. But I'm going to be in the same boat with Manila Indo. Look, he's the festival forms in Cheltenham and Punchestown. He's done nothing wrong over. He followed home the arena in Goran, which is a good jumping test around Goran. And then he came and he won his beginners in Navan. He bet Captain CJ, Dermot McLaughlin's, who's gone on, and he's won a Grade 3 in Navan the last day. Horses for courses as well. Look, he's a good, as I say, he's a solid bet. More likely in this race than Ian's famous Champ there, and so yeah, no, it'll be Manila Indo for me as well.
Brendan, your fancy for the RSA?
Well, I'm certainly not a Champ fan.
No.
I don't think he's the horse that they wanted him to be. I think he prepares employment to work as well. The horse that I really like in this race is Colin Tizard's horse, Copperhead. I thought he was really impressive at Ascot in the Reynoldstown. And it will be a test of jumping. And he has jumped around Ascot, Newbury and Wincanton. And they take plenty of jumping. He's the one that I fancy for it, Copperhead.
Yeah, I think there's an awful lot of people fancy him for this particular race. Frank, it's not going to be the greatest betting race, I'd say, at the meeting.
It could be competitive enough now. I think you'll have the people like myself who wouldn't be keen on Champ off the back of the fall. You'd forgive any horse a fall, but he made two bad enough mistakes at Cheltenham that day. When I wasn't gone as jumping at Newbury either. The other thing that worried me is they've kept him at 2.5 miles all year as well. He ran at 2 miles 6 at Newbury one day, all right. But he looked to be outstayed last year in the Ballymore by City Island. We did win over 3 at Aintree, but obviously that's not as testing a track as Cheltenham would be. The stamina definitely worried me along with the jumping. Copperhead's very progressive. My worry with him would be is this time last year he was winning a handicap hurl at Sandown off 104. He's progressed this year. While he was impressive in the Reynolds-Town, Sam Brown and Pym were both pulled up and they were the market leaders. You just have to question the depth of the form. I'd have question marks about it. I hope to God Allaho goes in the RSA Chase. I think he's an absolute good thing for that. He's a lovely horse and he'd run a good race in the RSA, but I just think Manila Endo would outstay him over this trip. There's no real negative with Manila Endo. He jumps fine, he stays, he's won at the track. Henry's obviously in great form. Yeah, he looked a solid one. I like Allaho, but it's in. Hopefully he goes in the short race.
In the other race, yeah. No, it's just that what I'm saying about the market, not too many people like to put all their eggs in the one basket. The RSA over the years, it's a very tough race, 3 mile testing type of race, and being a novice, you want to do everything right around there. Mixed opinions there, but I think very strong enough message there for Manila Indo, and Brendan fancies Copperhead.